Alright, how is everybody doing? We should be live. Oops. I'm getting my filler ready here, folks. Whoop. Shit, sorry. Wrong damn key there. Alright guys, I have no idea what to expect tonight. Even on Facebook in general, doesn't seem like a lot of people are around. So I have no freaking clue. But we'll give her a shot here. We'll see how she goes. Alright guys, I got 10 left. I got Childress and Dark from last night's break there. Alright, those are your 9 remaining boxes, guys. We pulled Alexander and Stovak last night. As you can see, those are checked off. The rest are your other 9 boxes. If we can get through a few more here, guys, we'll... Yeah, how'd the drive go, Ray? Take. Nice. Yeah, man, I'm having a rough fucking day, man. I feel like shit. I think my colitis, I'm having like a relapse or whatever the fuck you want to call it for my colitis and Crohn's or something, man, because I woke up feeling like hell today, man. Body all sore, fucking. Just feeling like hell, man. I hate to say it, but I sort of should have known because last week or so, man, I don't know, it really sort of, I know it sounds weird, but it really does, like, throws my body's chemicals out of whack, and I sort of feel it mentally, man. It's like I've really been having a fucking problem controlling my depression here last week or so, and they should have said something was fucking up. Man, when I woke up today, man, I felt like shit. I had all sorts of problems with my intestine here, so it's like it just sort of hit me. I was like, man, this is probably my Crohn's and fucking ulcerative colitis fucking with me. Alright, again, those are all 9 of your boxes right there, guys. You've still got the Berry, the Barkley, the Jacobs, the Hopkins Flexes. You got the LT Hydro, F7, the other Barkley, the Taysom Hill, the Dante Hall, and a cash box. We've also got the spots discounted down for you there. Again, trying to get through a few more of these, and then we can launch our next series next week here. Bounce over whatever's left, but was hoping we can get that Berry and some of them other flexes pulled before we bounce over again, but like to get that friggin' Barkley pulled. Fucking thing does not want to come out. And so I've got most of the next series all lined up. I just gotta again figure out what we're bouncing over so I know what else to add and pull and such, but I said we should be able to get it launched for you next week. I haven't even checked on any of the damn bowl games here. Well, Seahawks placed Marquise Goodwin on IR. Just saw that. That sort of sucks. Things are falling apart for them at the end of the season here, man. Gino played all right for himself this year. How you doing, dog? And now all of a sudden everybody's fucking getting hurt, man. Lock it out. Fucking now, Godwin or Goodwin out. And I'm struggling the last few weeks here, man. NBC Edge isn't showing any of their football scores, man. Yeah, DeAndre Hopkins out this week as well.
Fellas, I'm getting married.
Fucker, man. Fucking pop-ups on the site are ridiculous. Looks like it's going to be a Marquez Brown week. Greg Dorsch again there, man. Happy New Year, Matt. Hope you're doing all right. I think James Conner's going to get a big workload this week too, man. Debo out. Happy New Year to you, dog. Hey guys, I have you've already got one, dog. Dog, you already got one. Do you want another? You've got the freebie from the last break there. Just making sure if you wanted another or if you wanted to wait. Yep, absolutely, dog. Yep. Alright, guys, we've got 10 fillers left. We're trying to close it out here, get something else moving. Again, I had no idea what to expect tonight, guys. I just figured I would jump on and see how it went. And actually, the last few years, I just remember being on when the New Year hit, so I figured, we must have had okay night, so I figured I would just try it out. If it didn't go well, we'll just call her an early night. I just didn't think a lot of people would be going out. Alright, so golf took us to 7, guys. Alright guys, again, 7 fillers. Those are your remaining 9 boxes, all listed right there. Oops. Again, we had a very slow start the last few nights here, guys, but we managed to get in a break or two, so hopefully the same thing will happen here tonight. Yesterday we actually had an early one in, then couldn't get shit rolling again until after 10. We got 7 left in the filler, plenty of fulls, guys. We're down to 9 boxes. Those are all 9 of your boxes on screen there. But we're down to 7 fillers. Wait, no, no. Yeah, this week it's actually been mild. I guess they're saying though, yeah, that next week we're supposed to get a crap load of snow again, so we'll see how that goes. But this weekend, man, been incredibly fucking mild in the 50s. You know, what a difference a fucking week makes, man. Yeah, I mean, right now it ain't so great. It's 37 out, but I said last few days been the low 50s, man. Come on, folks, 7 fillers, plenty of fulls. Trying to keep her moving here if at all possible. 7 left. I hope everybody had a good week. Come on, folks. Anybody want to help us get something moving tonight? I had no idea what to expect, and we have been getting late starts. Nice, dog. Yeah, like I said, it's been warm, but man, now I guess they're saying we're supposed to get heavy snow again next week, so let's see how that fucking goes. Come on, guys. Yeah, it's been like raining and shit. You know, a little bit like sort of like drizzling and stuff here last few days. That's been the only problem with it being warm, but it's been a little wet out. I don't know. I haven't even seen the scores today, man. So for some reason, NBC doesn't have them up. Check ESPN. I'm not even sure what's going on. It's didn't even know who was number one until the other day. I asked, and somebody told me in chat it was Georgia. Wow, 21-21, Georgia, Ohio State there. Lots of scoring. Doesn't look like either defense is stopping anybody, man. 21-21, still 4 minutes in the half. Wow, I guess, yeah, TCU beat Michigan 51-45, huh? Alabama, what Kansas State there. So I'm not even sure how the college damn playoffs work nowadays. Does that mean TCU will go on to play Georgia? Or is that it? Used to be the bowl games were final, but Oh, alright, so yeah, so TCU gonna go on to play, man. I mean, they put up 51 fucking points on Michigan there, and isn't Michigan supposed to have a decent defense? Yeah, man, 2 interception returns. Wow. Well, good for them, man. I like seeing the smaller colleges win like that. It seems like once a decade, both like TCU or Northwestern or somebody will spring into the top there. Like Northwestern normally sucks, and then like once a decade they'll put out a decent team. Really not a big school. Come on, guys. Anybody else want to help us get this moving? We've been on for 50 minutes now, trying to get something closed or get it running. See if we can get at least 1 or 2 boxes out tonight. We've got 7 fillers that'll put us right about the halfway point, everybody. Come on, folks. Anybody want to get us moving? We are trying to get something going here tonight. Come on, folks. Again, those are your 9 remaining boxes on screen there, folks. Yeah, right, Tag, I say it, man. As the older you get, the faster it all seems to run. You know, when you're young, a year seems to take forever, man. When you get old, man, years go by like fucking months. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm very happy this year's fucking over, man. I said this was a rough fucking year on my friends and everything, man. It's crazy. Hopefully next year will be a little fucking better, man. Ease up on everybody. Come on, folks. 7 left. Yeah, man, years seem to fucking fly by, man, when you get older. You said I can't believe that I've been in this house here for 5 years already. I mean, it seems like I just moved in a fucking year ago or so. It's like, come on, folks. 7 fillers. We've been on for an hour. Trying to get something moving here. No. Come on, folks. 7 fillers that'll put us across the halfway point. Again, we're trying to get something closed out for you tonight. Pardon me. Come on, folks. Been trying to filler this for about an hour and 10 minutes now. Anybody else want to help us get this darn thing moving? Yikes, guys. We gonna be able to push this over the hump? When do you guys go back to school, Ragtag? Wow, 2.5 weeks off. Jesus. That's nice. I don't know if they're talking about it there, but now again, man, before they started the 7 day a week shit for a while. Now they're talking about actually going to 4 fucking days a week. Are they talking at where you're at? I was talking with my one buddy, and he was telling me, yeah, that I guess they're gonna try a 4 day a week. They're talking about trying a 4 day a week thing. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I didn't get all the details, but yeah, he said that they were voting on it soon or some shit. Yeah, like a 4 day a week instead of five. So yeah, I don't know how you go from doing 7 days a week to 4 days a week. But yeah, I didn't get all the details, but I thought he said that they were going to vote on it, and it would either be instituted next year or the year after. I forget. But a lot of that shit's got to fuck, again, man. It's like, that's got to screw with parents working and stuff. Again, now they got to find somebody to take care of their kids an extra, for that day. And yeah, I wouldn't think so, man. But I guess it's gaining traction here, so. Yeah, so again, you're adding, more money on the parents who, again, are struggling as it is right now, man. And I know it's not necessarily the school's job to fucking babysit people's kids, but to a degree it sort of is. That's one of the reasons why it's been that way. And now after all these years, you're just going to start changing everything up, man. You know, and I hate to say it, but what kind of quality person are you going to get one fucking day a week, you know? I mean, it almost seems like you're just forcing it to be a family thing or something. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, if a kid's in high school, you know, I think that's, you know, old enough to freaking, you know, stay home alone for a fucking day. I mean, but, you know, again, man, it's just, you know, yeah, the younger kids and shit, that's what you gotta worry about. Yeah, but he was saying it's gaining traction, so I guess we'll see. He said it's coming up for a vote like this month or some shit. You know, and I hate to say it, I mean, if you're keeping kids till 5 o'clock, though, you know, there's gonna be no football, no nothing. I mean, you know, when the hell are you gonna have football practice and baseball practice and basketball practice and stuff? Um, you know, so you know, I mean, by the time the kids would finish up football practice, it'd be fucking 7:30 at night and shit. You know, when the fuck they supposed to do homework, man? You know, it's like literally those 4 fucking days are going to be locking the kids up 24 hours just between schoolwork and extracurricular activities. You know, again, when they're supposed to friggin' socialize and then if you add 2 fucking hours onto the day, man, like I said, by the time they get home, they go to football. If they get out at 5, then they go to football practice for a couple hours. By the time they get home, shower, they eat fucking dinner. It's gonna be fucking 8:30, 9 o'clock, man. When the hell is supposed to do fucking homework? Yeah, that's just, I don't know, man. Even my one friend whose kid goes to 7 days and then they take like 2 weeks off or whatever. He says that like the ones who are in baseball and football and shit that they still go during those off weeks for those. Yeah, so the extracurriculars still they still got to do that stuff during their weeks off. But like I said, that's a lot different than fucking kids. Again playing, practicing football for 2 fucking hours after 5, and so if they get out at 5, football practice is gonna start at 5:30. They'll go till 6:37. By the time again they change, head home, it's gonna be 7 fucking 30. Yeah, again, we always had double sessions for football during all summer, man. You had to fucking, wake up early and then you'd go to an early morning session during the summer, and then you had an afternoon session, and yeah, during the summers there, man. But yeah, man, that's, like I said, I mean, and again, this time of year, it's fucking pitch black by fucking 5 o'clock. I mean, it's, yeah, I mean, by 5 o'clock, it is freaking pitch black out there. You're really gonna be sending all these young kids home at 5 o'clock? Yeah, I don't know, man. It don't make a lot of sense to me. I don't know about where you are. I'm sure you guys get a lot of bust-in kids, etc., man. But here in the city, a lot of these kids just walk to school, with groups of their friends and shit. Now you're gonna be sending them all home in fucking darkness. Yeah, it just seems a little bit weird, man. I'm sure parents are bitching about all this that I'm talking about. I would hope they are. I said my one buddy, his main concern was just finding somebody to take care of the kid the extra day if they do it. But I don't think he's really thought it all out. Again, like all this shit I was just saying, all that shit would worry me just as much. Yeah, so in that case, that's not so bad. But like you said, like the other Title Ones where they're in neighborhoods. I mean, do you really want fourth fucking graders walking home in pitch black in today's world? I mean, especially, again, here in Chicago and these shittier neighborhoods and stuff, man, there's no fucking way. Those fucking poor kids. Walking to school during the light's tough enough, let alone, after it gets dark like that, man. Come on, guys, we need some help. Come on, guys. Anybody want to get us going, folks? I guess I'll give her another half hour since we're done anyways here. But we gotta get some drops flowing, folks, or unfortunately we're dead in the water. We've been on for 90 minutes now and have only gotten the filler halfway full here, guys. We need some drops. I said the last few years I just remember being on during, when it hit the new year. So I assumed that we must have had okay nights if we had been on for the, again, the new year hitting. So I figured tonight was worth a try, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to be working out that way for us. Come on, guys, anybody gonna get us moving again? I'm trying to hold out there, guys, but I definitely need a little help closing this thing. Again, we are down to 9 boxes. You still got some nice hits left there, guys. We've got them discounted down $2 on top of it. That's 64 bucks off of the break price. Again, you still got the Berry, the Barkley, the Hopkins, the Jacobs, the LT Hydro F7, and then you got the Hill, the other Barkley, the Hall, and 1 cash box, folks. That is what we're looking for. Those are your hits. We're just looking for 7 fillers to help close this out. Come on, folks, 7 fillers. We can reline it then. This will put us at the halfway point. We need some help closing this out, guys. Come on, folks. We need some unearned help here, guys. We've got 7 fillers left, but we've been in for about 100 minutes now, guys. Trying to close out something for you, but we need some drops to start flowing at some point, guys. I guess so. Or watching recap shows or something. I really didn't think that many people would be going out this year, so Maybe everybody's just finally starting to get back into normal fucking life, man. Good for them. Yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, I just remember the last few years we were on, for midnight when midnight hit. So I guess, like I said, I just figured it was worth a shot at least trying tonight, even though it's been slow. But last year was slow, and again, I just remember being on when New Year's hit. So I figured tonight was worth the shot to at least see. So we'll give her a little while more, guys, but I'm only going to give her probably about a half hour more or so, and just pray folks hit the roster here in the next half hour. Otherwise, we are going to call her a night, guys. We just got nobody really chatting, nobody dropping. Our numbers are just not coming up at all. Yeah, and if it had even only been 1 year, I just remember, being on most every, New Year's Eve when it hit midnight. So that just, again said to me, if we were on at midnight, must have been an okay night at least. Even if they weren't huge nights, I mean, we must have been breaking something to still be on at midnight. I don't know, maybe the new series will help join some people next week there. But again, I'd like to try to get some of these out, man. At the very least, I'd like to try to get that damn Barkley out. That's been sitting there since last series. We bounced it over. I really don't want to bounce it over again. I know a lot of people are trying for that damn berry also. So I'd hate to bury it again in another 50 boxes, man. Even the Jacobs, man, I mean, he's fucking #1 running back this year. Whether people want to admit it or not, man, kid, dude, he's been huge this year, man. I mean, how many people in the playoffs had Jacobs or Henry? The two guys that all year, all fucking summer, they told you weren't worth a shit. And those are the two guys who got everybody to the fucking playoffs this year. And Barkley been playing well, having a nice bounce back year for himself. He's managed to stay healthy, putting up good numbers for folks. Come on, folks. I am trying our best to hold out here. But we gotta get some drops, guys. Hard to talk to yourself for 2 hours with nobody giving much feedback there. How are you, fatty? Where you been? Huh? Where you been? Come on, well, I appreciate you folks who have hung around listening to me babble here, but hoping we can get some other folks hitting the roster, start dropping. Been a brutally slow night. Yes, a good boy. Where you going? Huh? Where you going? Yes, you. Okay, relax. Don't need to be all cranky, man. Yeah, I haven't even set my damn DFS lineups this week, man. Like I said, I probably hardly even studied at all. Such a messed up week with all the QBs and everybody sitting out, and then so many injuries around. Yeah, it's been up and down. Had a couple of really nice weeks, but that's how it just sort of ebbs and flows, just like this stuff. It's like you have a couple of good weeks and then you have a couple of horseshit weeks. So I'm still up over the year, but only a couple weeks left, and I just have not been. I didn't study much at all, like I said, man. Now with how I'm feeling today, I know it's my colitis and Crohn's, man. It's just feeling so crappy, and this is how I feel when that shit when I get a bit of a relapse. But I'm telling you, man, it's like this week, I am not even kidding. I've had such a hard time controlling my fucking depression. Like getting myself motivated to do anything. It's like I just struggle and struggle and struggle, man. Yeah, so I didn't even do it. It's like every time I went, to even try to study or anything, it was just like I'd start and I'd be like, oh, fuck this. Just like, yeah, so I haven't even played with the optimizer or anything, man. I'm hoping next year my boss gets the DFS optimizer done, but we'll have to see. Would be a little extra work as well. Instead of everything ending in September there, would keep us going through January. The extra dough always helps a little bit. Yeah, so I had a couple of really nice weeks where I won a few thousand, but, like I said, you give it all back the next fucking couple of down weeks. So overall, I'm still up a little bit, but yeah, we'll have to see how this week and next week go. I don't know what's going on at FanDuel. FanDuel is a site I normally do okay on, man. And this year, that's the one site that's really been killing me. I mean, I don't think I finished up more than a couple of weeks, the whole year on that damn site, man. I don't know if it's just the half point PPR scoring that throws me off or what. But yeah, I have just not been on fucking been able to do shit on FanDuel. All my money's been coming from Yahoo and DraftKings. Man, even my best ball lineups, man, those, man, I'm having a horrible fucking year in those, man. I'm actually going to be break about even there. It's looking like. But that's the good thing about those things. It's like I said, even in the worst fucking year, you still should be able to make your damn money back, man. But I mean, out of 70 fucking leagues, I'm only fucking gonna cash in about 10 of them, man. That's fucking brutal. Man, so that's a shitty year. I hate to say it, I probably should have done more. It's just regular, regular redraft seasonal stuff because those leagues I actually did okay in. Even in our group leagues, I made the playoffs in the one again, and I finished. I was like 200 points up on everybody, man. Literally, next closest player was like 200 points behind me. But last week, man, my team just totally shit the bed. It was fucking pathetic. I mean, Josh Jacobs was projected for 18 points by himself, and I got a total of 18 points out of Carr, Jacobs, Ramondre Stevenson, and my kicker. I got 18 total points from all four of them fucking guys. It was like, I was not a happy camper, man. I just said all damn weekend, I was like, I have a bad feeling about it, and sure enough, man, every one of my damn fears came true. And even this week, even if I was in the playoffs, man, like I said, no Henry, Ramondre being questionable. I would have had a rough time this week. So it's almost good someone else at their golf advanced. All right, guys, come on, folks. I am literally going to give her about 15 minutes more. We got to get some drops flowing, though. What's happening, boy? I am trying to hold out, guys, but we have been on for 2 hours and have not even gotten the filler to the halfway point yet. I need some help getting something moving, folks, or we are going to call her an early night, unfortunately. I'd much rather stay on, try to get something pot for you here. And I know my voice and everything might be a little down here tonight, guys. Like I said, I haven't been feeling great, so making it even a little harder to stay on and talk for 2 hours. Well, I'll tell you, I was reading an article the other day about all the crime that's been happening down fucking town and shit, you know. And again, people think I'm fucking joking when I tell them that shit, but you know, they're like, oh well, you know, I came in, I had a great time, didn't seem bad, and it's just like, and so here, like this.
Your question, sir.
Across the street, we had a police officer on duty, the victim of a hit and run. We have Michigan Avenue, the magnificent miles now referred to as the Mile of Fear. The water tower place has thrown the keys back to the lender. They say they don't want to be in Chicago anymore. Real Chicagoans are asking me, how could you possibly even consider running for re-election as mayor of the city of Chicago after all the harm you've caused?
Well, I disagree with you fundamentally, and I don't think I need to address any and dignify your comments 1 second.
Yeah, again, but people think, you know, it's like I get all these people write me all the time saying, hey, I'm coming into the city, you know, where should I go? And it's just like, dude, you know, the things that used to be safe are no longer safe, man. You know, like I said, even the Magnificent Mile, there's so many fucking robberies and shootings and shit along Michigan and state there. It's not even fucking funny. You know, again, Water Tower Place, fucking, you know, they don't even want to fucking be there anymore. They're sick of the looting and everything. And, you know, every other fucking day, you know, kids go in there and just fucking ransack the place. It's ridiculous, you know. It's. And she just sits back and doesn't do a goddamn thing, man. she's just as worthless and as the absolute, the absolute worst fucking mayor you could ever want. You know, and again, like the guy said, every press conference, it's like, oh, our economy's great, crime is down, this is down, that's down, and it's like, you know, it's all a complete lie. It's like, it's not only is it not down, it's probably double or triple what it was. I mean, even in my neighborhood, man, we never had fucking problems. You know, you might get like one shooting a year that was, you know, again, like some fucking family squabble or some shit like that. You know, in the last month, we've had fucking, you know, like 25 shootings in this area. And that's not an exaggeration. It's like the gangs, you know, literally picked our neighborhood and just said, okay, you know, time to target this area. You know, and do they do anything about it? Not a damn fucking thing. But city, man, I'm telling you, it's just like this city's becoming a shithole and a half. I mean, it's really not going to be more than another year or two before I'm just going to take off. Hate to say it, once my mom goes, there ain't really much keeping me here anymore. Absolutely, dog. It was a fucking decent area up until a couple years ago, man. Until just literally, you know, fucking couple years ago. You know, but again, when you don't fucking, you know, when the cops, you know, you basically tie the cops' hands. You know, they can't change fleeing subjects. So basically, all the guys got to do is run, and the police aren't allowed to fucking chase them. You know, it's racist to to chase a fleeing criminal. How that works, I don't know. You know, bail's racist. You know, but again, you know, tomorrow marks the start of the whole no bail shit here. You know, so you rob a fucking liquor store, you're out within 24 fucking hours because you ain't got to even post bail. So it was the same thing in my neighborhood here, man. You know, again, you know, you never had to worry about squat, and now it's just, yeah, it's becoming a fucking hellhole, man. It's the only way to say it. I'm telling you, the city is just every fucking week, every month it gets worse. Alright, guys, we are doing an official last call, folks. I am trying to hold out, but unfortunately, we are just not getting anybody hitting the room. Yeah, that's not the reason that California is going to hell, because all the fucking other laws they're passing. Not really the illegals, man. It's fucking, yeah, it's all the letting the homeless run rampant and shit. And I know, God, if someone's homeless, trying to, get a home or whatever, but it's just there. It's ridiculous, man. They're literally shitting in the streets and shit. Yeah, Golf, I'm trying to hang on, man, but there's unfortunately just nobody hitting the room, nobody dropping, man. We've been on for coming up on, you know, 2.5 hours here now. So, again, guys, anybody want to keep us moving? I'd much rather stay on and try to get something breaking, guys. But if we're not getting any drops, well, that's one of the funny things, dog, is one of my friends moved to San Fran, about 10 years ago. Yeah, because of the whole, I want to, live in the city that's so accepting and everything. And now he's moving out because of, like you said, he's just tired of, the homeless everywhere and the way the city's gone to hell. Again, I know people in Portland who have just told who have moved out because they were just like, it went from being one of the best places to live to a giant shithole. Again, one of my friends moved there with the hopes of retiring because they had said it was one of the best places to retire, all this kind of shit. And yeah, now he's actually coming back to this shithole of a city because he says, yeah, Portland's so bad now. It's okay, bud. Come on, guys. We are doing an official last call, folks. I need a few drops if you want us to stay on. Otherwise, we are going to just end up calling her a night, guys. We've been on for almost 2.5 hours now, and we're still only half full in the filler. And we got to run this thing a few more times, guys. So we're doing a last call. I'd much rather stay on, folks, but I do need some drops to start going there. All right, dog. You have a good New Year, bud. Happy New Year to you as well. Yeah, exactly, bud. Well, again, it's just like, my one buddy just said, he just said, Portland's just full of fucking garbage and drug addicts right now, man. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm just going by what he told me. And like I said, he's actually moving back here because he's just like, yeah, I'm trying to move away from here because of I can't stand it anymore. And he's moving back because he's saying, yeah, place that used to be one of the best, nicest places in the fucking country has become such a hell. You just can't take it anymore. You know, like I said, my other buddy in San Fran's thinking about moving back too, just because of, you know, he's just like, I just can't fucking take it. And but like I said, even here in the city, man, it's just the places that used to be the nicest are now, you know, again because of crowds of Roman fucking kids ransacking fucking every store. You know, like I said, I mean, Water Tower Place, one of the used to be one of the most you know, expensive, like high class you know, shopping centers in the fucking, you know, city or even country. And yeah, now, man, it's just and nobody. It's completely empty. I mean, hardly anybody there anymore. And the people who own it are just like, we don't even want it anymore. You know, every week some new big retailers announcing that they're leaving downtown. Forget who just announced last week. It was one of them big guys like Macy's or someone like that that just announced they were like, yeah, we're leaving downtown now. They were tired of ransacking. I thought they said they've been hit like 5 or 6 times in the last year. So you restock your store only to have them come back and steal everything again, to restock and have it happen again and again and again and again. All right, well, oh, guys, I'm very sorry, folks. I wish we could have gotten something broke for you tonight, but unfortunately, it just does not seem like we're getting anything happening. People are just not hitting the room here. So, Golf God, Dog, anybody else out there? Don't really know who else is out there. Matt, yeah, not many people have chimed in tonight, so I have no clue who's even out there right now. So again, everybody, anybody who has been hanging out with us, listening to me babble, thank you guys. I hope you have a very pleasant start to your new year tomorrow. I will be on tomorrow night, guys. Yep, dog, thank you. Same to you, bud. Alright, so if you do need me, folks, hit me over on Facebook. I still will be around for a few hours. If not, we'll see you all tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central. Watch for the early nines. Don't forget to set your fantasy rosters for the championship, guys. Watch the injuries and stuff. There's been a lot of guys out, so watch for those. Have a great start to your year, folks. And as always, guys, please be safe out there, everybody.